Hi friends, this time I'm coming up with a series of videos on the key skills required to be successful in the post-COVID world. In history, we have a reference, world before World War and world after World War. Similarly, with time, world before COVID-19 and world after COVID-19 will be a reference. The usage world after COVID-19 has got great relevance. If you want to win there, you need a certain set of skills. And I'm going to discuss about the importance of the same in this video series one by one. We are definitely going to face a lot of challenges and adversities. The big question is, are we geared up for the same? People who are having jobs will be running, literally fighting to retain the same, and businessmen will be in search of innovative ideas to sustain their existing business rather than diversifying. Job seekers will have tough time because of cutthroat competition and lack of opportunities. In order to be successful in such a dynamic world, do you have the KSA? KSA is nothing but knowledge, skills, and attitude. The most important skill to be successful in this highly competitive environment will be attitude. Your attitude will be the real game changer, and it will change the way you see the world. The origin of all our activities or actions is from a thought, and it originates in our mind. But the interesting fact is that our thoughts are greatly influenced by our attitude. You can't always control your circumstances, but you can control your own thoughts. You cannot expect positive results when you spend 10 seconds a day thinking positively and the remaining 16 waking hours dwelling on negative outcomes. So the bottom line is, a little positive thinking do not produce positive results. It is like trying to reduce or trying to lose weight by eating a healthy low-calorie breakfast and then pigging out on cakes and ice creams for the rest of the day. Hope you would have heard of Dr. Wayne Dyer, a famous psychologist from US. He said, the state of your life is nothing more than the reflection of your state of mind. So change your mind, change your life. You might be familiar with the concept of law of attraction. It says what you think is what you attract. Your attitude is like a magnet. You become what you think about. So some people call it as law of dominant thoughts as well. So dominant thoughts is the one which controls our actions or activities. And do remember, it is our attitude that controls our dominant thoughts. That's why your attitude is so important. Let us look at an example. Say tomorrow morning you have to start a travel around 6 o'clock in the morning for an official purpose. That means you need to wake up at least 1 hour before, that is at 5 a.m. in the morning. Today it was a very long and hectic day, so you're totally tired and the time is around 11:45 in the night. Now you're making a statement as if you want to make somebody else to understand the fact that you need to travel early in the morning, or as a soliloquy, you're making this particular statement. And the statement is, I want to wake up at 5, let me set an alarm at 5. I repeat, I want to wake up at 5 and let me set an alarm at 5. And you go to bed at 11:50 in the night, and since you're tired, you will sleep off in 10 minutes. And exactly at 4:55, you will wake up as if somebody had called you. Isn't it? So you would have experienced this several times. But have you ever thought what is actually happening behind this? Our mind majorly has got two different levels. One is the conscious mind and the other one is subconscious mind. So you're making this statement in your conscious mind. And this particular statement acts as a suggestion for the subconscious mind. So what does your subconscious mind do? It will actually connect to your biological clock and see how many hours left. So approximately 5 hours left. So exactly at 4 hours and 55 minutes, your subconscious mind will send a trigger to your conscious mind. Wake up, it is going to be 5. So you will wake up as if somebody had called you. Now let's make a small change in terms of making the suggestion or in terms of making the statement. Instead of saying, I want to wake up at 5, let me set an alarm at 5, you're making a totally different statement. That is, I have to wake up at 5. Will I be able to wake up at 5? The statement is, I have to wake up at 5. Will I be able to wake up at 5? So you're feeding a doubt into your mind. Now, what happens? it acts as a suggestion to your subconscious mind. You fed a negative suggestion, your subconscious mind at a particular frequency interval keep on sending trigger to your conscious mind. Let's keep track of the time. Let's keep track of the time. Don't sleep off. So every now and then when you get the trigger, you'll wake up and see what is the time. Yeah. So at 1 o'clock you will wake up and see, 2 o'clock you will wake up and see, 3 o'clock it continues till 4 o'clock. Now at 4 o'clock you're totally frustrated because you're lost your entire sleep and still you cannot avoid traveling tomorrow morning. So what happens at 4 o'clock? You will say, time is there. Why am I waking up again and again and seeing, what is the time? I have enough and more time, and you will go to sleep. After what happens after some time? You will wake up, but the time will be somewhere around 7 o'clock in the morning and everything will go for a toss. So see, if a slight change is being made in the way how you feed into your subconscious mind, the entire result goes for a toss, or rather it becomes totally undesirable. And if you look at both the statements, it reflects your attitude, what kind of attitude that you're having. In the first statement, I want to wake up at 5, let me set an alarm at 5, it reflects a very positive attitude. And the second statement, it is a doubt actually. It's a negative attitude rather. It reflects a negative attitude. Will I be able to wake up at 5? Will I be able to wake up at 5? So when you say that, you become what you think. So that's what happens, when you think that you cannot wake up, means you cannot wake up. It happens, always happens in your mind. So this is how attitude works in your life. This is why attitude becomes so important in your life. In the post-COVID world, you will be having n number of adversities. You can consider an adversity as a challenge or an opportunity. It depends on your perception, and this perception comes from your attitude. Motivational speaker and coach Jeff Keller said, adversity serves us provided you have the right attitude. He says, adversity gives us perspective. Once you have recovered from a life-threatening illness like corona, a flat tire or a leaky roof doesn't seem so troubling anymore, because you are able to rise above the petty annoyances of daily living and focus your attention on the truly important things in your life. Point number 2, adversity teaches us to be grateful. Usually we don't appreciate something until it is taken away from us, isn't it? For example, during winter or rainy season, when we have no hot water, we suddenly value hot water. Not until you are sick do you cherish good health. Jeff says, a wise man always continue to dwell on his blessings rather than complaining on things that are not working for him. Remember, what you think is what you attract. Point number 3, adversity encourages us to make changes and take action. Most people cling to old familiar patterns regardless of how boring and painful their lives have become. For example, before the spread of COVID-19, maybe by fag end of 2019, a lot of IT companies would have approached our business owners to discuss regarding expanding their business in the e-commerce model. But most of them would have taken it for granted and said, no, we are happy with what is happening right now. We don't want to try anything as far as our business is concerned. But as we are aware, after the lockdown, none of the businesses are doing good and everything went to a standstill. Now they would have started thinking, if we would have tried the e-commerce model of business, we wouldn't have suffered like this. So I'm pretty sure in the immediate future plans, they will definitely include the idea of expanding their business in the e-commerce model. So this adversity actually encouraged them to make changes and take action immediately. Point number 4, adversity always opens a new door. The biggest challenge that we are going to face in the immediate future is the number of layoffs that are going to happen across industries. Employees are also helpless because none of the businesses are doing good. So they are forced to go with layoffs or allow their employees to continue with a reduced salary. Even if you lose your job, take it as an opportunity in disguise and go and find a new one, or a better one rather. One of the doors in your life has been shut, but a better one is waiting to be opened. Adversity always helps to build confidence and self-esteem, and thereby it brings out our hidden potential. Shakespeare said, There is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. That means everything depends on your attitude. Along with attitude, you need to have commitment as well to succeed in life. Believe me, make a commitment and you will move mountains. Your success in life begins and ends with your attitude. So in nutshell, positive attitude is a person's passport to a better tomorrow. Change your attitude, change your life. See you soon with another video in the series. Please like, subscribe and share my channel Win with Vinu. Let's learn, experience and maximize life. Good day.